Welcome to Neo Nexus. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more insights. Today, September 10, 2025, marks the announcement of the energy deal of the century, Russia and China's formal agreement on the Power of Siberia 2 gas pipeline. This isn't just a business deal, it's a seismic shift in global energy and geopolitics, forging a new energy axis that challenges the Western-led order. The pipeline will create a direct overland corridor between Russia's vast gas reserves and China's massive energy market, rivaling the scale of Nord Stream 2. For Russia, it's an economic lifeline and a symbol of defiance against Western sanctions. For China, it's a strategic move to secure stable, sanctions-proof energy. As the world digests this news, policymakers and analysts are scrambling to understand the implications for global energy security, pricing, and political leverage. In this video, we'll break down the mechanics, motivations, and global consequences of a deal that's set to redraw the world's energy map. At the heart of this deal is the Power of Siberia 2 pipeline, a colossal infrastructure project linking Russia's Arctic gas fields to China's industrial heartland. The pipeline will originate in the Yamal Peninsula, traverse Siberia, cross Mongolia, and deliver gas directly into China's energy grid, bypassing vulnerable maritime routes. With a planned capacity of up to 100 billion cubic meters annually, it matches the scale of Nord Stream 2 and could transform China's energy mix. The estimated $13.6 billion investment signals a long-term commitment from both nations. Unlike its predecessor, this pipeline taps into West Siberian fields that once supplied Europe, physically shifting Russia's energy focus eastward. This is more than just a pipeline, it's a strategic rerouting of Russia's most valuable exports, cementing its pivot to Asia. The project's ambition and scale make it a defining feature of the new Eurasian energy landscape. Russia's motivation is clear after Western sanctions and Europe's move to cut Russian gas. Moscow needs a new buyer for its vast reserves. The Power of Siberia 2 is Russia's answer, a way to redirect gas flows to China, proving it can't be isolated and deepening ties with Beijing. For the Kremlin, this is both economic survival and a geopolitical win, undermining Western sanctions and forging a powerful alliance. China, meanwhile, is focused on energy security. Its heavy reliance on seaborne LNG leaves it exposed to price swings and maritime risks. A direct pipeline from Russia offers stable, long-term supply, insulated from global market volatility and choke points. Cheaper pipeline gas boosts China's industrial competitiveness and supports its transition from coal to cleaner energy. The deal also strengthens China's hand in its rivalry with the US, locking in energy from a partner equally at odds with Washington. For both nations, this pipeline is a strategic masterstroke, delivering energy security, economic leverage, and geopolitical alignment. It's a partnership built on mutual necessity, but with global consequences. The Power of Siberia 2 is more than a project, it's a new axis of power. The pipeline's impact will be felt most acutely in the global LNG market. China, once the world's top LNG importer, will slash its spot market purchases as pipeline gas flows in, creating a supply glut and driving prices down. This threatens the business models of major LNG exporters like Australia, Qatar, and the US, who counted on China's demand to justify massive investments. Lower prices could make some LNG projects unprofitable and force exporters to compete fiercely for new buyers, shifting contract structures back toward long-term deals. Emerging markets in Asia may benefit from cheaper LNG, accelerating their own energy transitions. For the US, the vision of using LNG exports as a geopolitical tool is challenged as Russia finds a new, equally massive market in China. A global LNG surplus could dampen investment in future American projects, altering the trajectory of US energy ambitions. The pipeline is set to reshape the entire structure of the LNG trade. The Power of Siberia 2 is a direct challenge to US and European strategic interests. For the US, it blunts the impact of sanctions on Russia and complicates efforts to use LNG exports as a tool of influence. As China's demand for US LNG fades and global prices soften, Washington faces a strategic rethink. Europe, having pivoted to LNG after cutting Russian gas, now faces higher costs and a loss of industrial competitiveness as China secures cheaper pipeline gas. This energy price gap threatens Europe's manufacturing base and could force governments to subsidize industries or accelerate the shift to renewables. The continent may also seek alternative pipeline supplies, but faces a future of higher costs and diminished competitiveness. The new energy axis between Russia and China leaves Europe and the US grappling with tough choices and a shifting global balance. The pipeline is more than infrastructure, it's a catalyst for strategic recalibration in the West. The energy map is being redrawn and the West must adapt. Despite the fanfare, building power of Siberia 2 is far from guaranteed. The first pipeline took a decade. This one is even more complex, with commercial terms, especially pricing, still unresolved. Russia wants high prices, China wants deep discounts. This standoff has stalled the project for years. Financing is another hurdle, with Russia cut off from Western capital and likely dependent on Chinese loans, giving Beijing more leverage. Mongolia's role as a transit country adds legal and logistical complexity, requiring careful negotiation on fees, security, and environmental standards. The engineering challenge is immense. The route crosses remote, harsh terrain, demanding advanced technology and robust supply chains. Delays from technical, environmental, or supply chain issues could push completion far into the future. Political will is strong, but practical realities will determine if this pipeline becomes a reality or remains an ambitious vision. The power of Siberia 2 is more than an energy deal. It's a landmark event reshaping the global energy map. It cements a new Eurasian energy axis, challenging the dominance of seaborne LNG and the Western-led order. For Russia, it's an economic lifeline and a symbol of its eastward pivot. For China, it's a strategic win for energy security and competitiveness. The pipeline's ripple effects will disrupt LNG markets, challenge exporters, and put Europe at a disadvantage. The West faces a new reality: diminished leverage and rising competition from a powerful Eurasian bloc. While hurdles remain, the political will behind this project signals a tectonic shift in global energy and geopolitics. As the world watches, the power of Siberia 2 is drawing a new map, one that will define power and influence for decades to come.